everybody, welcome to the stream. My name is Shill Skills. You knew that already. You're watching Nerd Cave News. On Nerd Cave News, we're going to be talking about a few different topics. Today, we're talking about Switch JoyCons, now Steam controllers. Activision Blizzard earned more on mobile games last quarter than PC and consoles combined. Fitbit is ending support for some music transfers. And Call of Duty Warzone fans petition to bring back Verdansk. And then, of course, Twitch streamers being the gambling fiends that they are. Those are the topics for today. If you guys are at all interested, stick around. So the first thing that we want to talk about today is Steam officially supporting Switch Joy-Con controllers. So Valve continues to tinker behind the scenes with Steam, and its latest client beta has now officially introduced support for Nintendo Switch Joy-Con controllers. As such, with a preface that Nintendo's dual hand clutch capsules will now be across different configurations. The support for Joy-Cons can be used as a mini gamepad. The other two controllers can be combined into pairs. More traditional controller configuration. Support for Nintendo's increasingly extensive range of Nintendo Online Classic controllers covering NES, SNES, N64, and Mega Drive was introduced to Steam last month. And today's beta release brings improved compatibility for these. So I think this is overall a good thing. Like, you should obviously you should be able to play video games how you want to play video games. So like, this is a good thing. Being able to play games the way that you want to be able to play games is pretty much the entire reason to be a PC gamer in the first place. I mean, you get to build your own system exactly how you want to play at, the resolutions that you want to be able to play at based on the specs that you spec in your computer, and then play with the controllers, keyboards, mouse, whatever input devices you want to use to be able to have that gaming experience that you so desperately wanted. I think this is a good thing. Steam's officially supporting it in multiple formations, so like as a gamepad turned over or as both of them as a pair. Ergonomics are great. A lot of people don't like the Joy-Con controller, but I do, and it's fine, and I think this is a good thing. Next one is Activision Blizzard has earned more money on mobile games last quarter than PC and consoles combined. The article reads, "We don't often report on strictly business-related matters here at PC Gamer, but the things that interesting little tidbits stashed away in Activision Blizzard's recent Q2 financial report. Over the 3 months ending June 30th, more than half of the company's total revenue came from mobile games, more than PC and console games combined. Earned $332 million on PC, $376 million on combined console sales." And that's a lot of money. I mean, I don't disagree with how they read it there. The company pulled in a whopping $831 billion for the quarter. Dude, that's nuts. But being able to kind of see that and see that like mobile gaming is definitely a future that a lot of people are taking care of. You see Pokemon Company with Pokemon Go. You see Activision Blizzard with all of their games. I don't even know what games they have. Just seeing how much mobile gaming is becoming a part of people's life. I mean, you look at the Steam Deck, you look at Switch, you look at mobile gaming phones, you look at all these different aspects, and people are just playing mobile games more, and that's just a fact. And I think people are just looking for more convenient ways to play video games. I used to be someone who never had games on their phone. I have 3 now. Now, one of them is chess online because I'm a fiend and I'm trying to get better at chess. That's just how we do. But the other 2 games are just like weird mobile games that I just decided to pick up on the Google Play Store because I was bored. People want to try and fill their content void as much as possible, and Activision Blizzard is profiting because of that. Now, do I think they're profiting because loot boxes and because other things? Because their games are relatively free, but pay to win. This comes back to our argument of pay to win and loot boxes and stuff like that being the main way that young kids gamble and stuff nowadays. And you know how most of these companies are making their money, and oodle canoodles of it, by the way. 873 million or 831 million is nuts. Oh my god. Oh, they own Candy Crush. Oh, I didn't stand it. Nobody stood a chance. White moms in their 40s fucking love Candy Crush. They're fucked. Yeah, so that makes a lot more sense now that I know that they own Candy Crush. So yeah, people are screwed. Mobile gaming is just going to get more and more deceptive, more and more gaming focused, and so and money and profit focused. So be prepared for that. I miss the days when everything was 99 cents, and that makes me sound like a fucking boomer. But I mean, I miss when apps were actually 99 cents and you just didn't have ads and you didn't have loot boxes and you didn't have pay to win. You just played a game because it was good. It's unfortunate, but it is the significant portion of life that we live in now. So it's unfortunate, but here we are. If you enjoy mobile gaming, it's only going to get worse for you. Sorry. All right, with that, let's go into another gambling problem. Twitch streamers are making millions from crypto gambling sites while their audience goes bankrupt. This seems more like a puff piece, not necessarily like a lot of data. Oh, there's some data in here, boys. There's some fucking data. Some of the audience and Twitch's biggest stars are falling into bankruptcy after watching their favorite streamers play crypto gambling games and multi-million-dollar advertising deals, a report from Bloomberg shows. Now, Twitch's slots section is where gambling content resides. It is the 7th most watched category at the time of writing. This puts it ahead of multiple games that were generally think of streaming titans like Fortnite and Dota 2. Fortnite and Dota 2 are losing to gambling. Yeah, that's a problem. Oh, XQC, Trainwrecks, and others sign with the gambling sites to advertise their products to audiences that number in the millions. Yeah, this is a problem. Obviously, this is all just deception, right? That with a swagger that he made about $1 million in a month with his deals, reported $119 million in a single month takes to a deal with XQC. Yeah, okay. Obviously, gambling is a bad thing, and you should never gamble ever. Doesn't matter if you have a promo code from a content creator or you actually have money set aside for gambling. Like, you shouldn't gamble. Period. It is a thing that is completely rigged against you. You should never gamble. I gambled, the last time I gambled was my honeymoon. My wife can attest to that. That was not a good idea. She's not paying attention. It's fine. She breathed very deeply from across the room. But yeah, it was it was fun for half a second, and then I didn't come away with any money. And gambling is just built to make you lose money. So I don't recommend it. Obviously, humanity has their reasons to do whatever they want to do. The big problem, though, is Twitch's audience is very young. And so starting these issues right at the beginning of their lives is going to set addictions for years of future, and making it look okay because they're signing these multi-million-dollar deals when in reality it is horrifying for them. Mentally decriminalizing the idea of gambling and how detrimental it can be to your financial state. And that is a problem. And so, you know, Twitch streamers are continuing to make this look fine. I mean, it's funny because a lot of people know that I enjoy Ludwig a lot, and he talks about his gambling exploits all the time. The problem is that there's no right way to do gambling. And so when people do it, they just fall directly into it with zero regard for how other people deal with it. And it's a problem. It is a really big issue. And everybody's just kind of letting it slip under the rug, when in reality, it is putting people in a detrimental state. All right, Twitch streamers making millions. We're kind of over that, right, guys? It's a thing that we don't care about anymore. Fitbit ending support for PC music file transfers. Okay, so this is a pretty basic topic, pretty like empty-handed topic, right? But it is something that we should note because of how powerful streaming giants like Amazon Music and Spotify and YouTube Music and Apple Music and all those people are big. It's destroying the ability for the consumer to do with what their product they want to. And so the big thing that this article hits on, and we'll talk about it for just a second, you used to be able to essentially download music from a computer to your Fitbit device. There are only two ways to download music now: a paid subscription to either Pandora or Deezer. So obviously everything is moving in the music space to subscription-based content, subscription-based services. And so that's a big problem for a lot of people, right? Because there are a lot of people who have been collecting music and movies and all sorts of stuff like this for a long time. And now it seems like the service aspect of most of these sites, and this is Netflix, this is Apple Music, this is YouTube Music, Spotify, all these players are just making it so that they control what content that we watch. They control what content we can access all the time, instead of us being able to say, well, I've had this vinyl since I was 87 years old. And because that's how old you should be if you own a vinyl record. That being said, I forgot my wife has vinyl records. It's just an old format, wife. Okay, hipster. The point of this article is you're never going to be able to take that music like you used to be able to do, burn it to a CD, and then burn it to your computer and then put it on whatever device you want. So all the work that you've been putting in is literally for nothing. And this is the same thing for video games, movies, TV, anything. The things that people used to own, like my dad has discs upon discs of Law and Order and Grey's Anatomy and NYPD Blue and what is the one with the president, The West Wing. Like, he has box sets of all of these things, and he's never going to be able to download them from a computer and then put them on any device that he wants, because restrictions like this are just going to continue to be put in place because content is being streamed. And that is the main source and the main way that people can control their IPs, people can control what you watch, and tailor your experience to exactly what they want you to have. And so it's just restricting our ability to use the content that we purchased the way that we want to. And Fitbit's not the only one. Like, I could get mad at Fitbit tomorrow or today and be mad at them forever and never buy a Fitbit ever again. One, I'm probably gonna have to because the Google Watch looks like it's gonna have Fitbit compatibility. Anyway, long story short, you are not going to be able to interact with the content that you purchase the way that you used to. And it's just sad. Obviously, as long as you can continue to buy physical copies of things, you will always own those things. I highly recommend doing that. I own physical copies of every single one of my Switch games, except for like the Nintendo Online stuff, because Nintendo could never take that away from me. Because the second that they kill that online store, like they did the Wii, I don't have access to those games anymore. And so having access to those, making sure that I can have access to those is extremely important to me. And it should be important to you, because you should never lose something that you paid for. Anyway, let's move on to the final topic for today's Nerd Cave news. Call of Duty Warzone fans petition to bring back Verdansk. Fans have launched a petition to bring back the map Verdansk for Call of Duty Warzone, courtesy of a story from Metro. At the time of writing, the petition has accumulated more than 14,500 signatures, and the number continues to steadily climb as the story is written. You can see the petition here for yourself if you want. We can go sign that if you guys want. I don't like Verdansk, so I don't really care. A lot of people just want to be able to have access to all the maps. One of the big things that I used to complain about when I played Warzone on stream and when I played Warzone with my friends is the fact that they didn't keep the old maps around. Like, they're constantly switching out maps, not giving you access to the old maps. And it's the same people that people have had problems with for World of Warcraft and other games like that. Like, as people who have played the game for a long time want to have like a little bit of a nostalgia for a Verdansk, or a little bit of a nostalgia for like the original version of World of Warcraft. These things are continuing again to be a problem because gaming companies, just like the music companies and stuff like we were talking about earlier, are continuing to dictate the content and the game that we get to play, right? When in reality, my favorite map, I don't even know if it exists on Warzone anymore, was the Rebirth map. I loved Rebirth. It was super small. It was a fast-paced game for a battle royale. I think it was literally Warzone perfected because it was fast-paced, it was quick, you required like precise movements, and like the better and better I got at it, I saw like my game plans and my strategies and things actually flesh out. Whereas in Verdansk, if you could drop in one area where the circle's not at, have 0 people for the majority of the game, and they just get dinged from like a mile away on the map. It's one of the reasons I didn't like Verdansk. But at the end of the day, people, if they liked Verdansk, should have the ability to play Verdansk, right? And they should have to be ability to play it in every single game mode that they introduce, whether it's singles, doubles, trios, or quads. Long story short, obviously, Warzone fans have signed a petition. Activision Blizzard is not going to listen to them. It doesn't fucking matter. You know, so at the end of the day, the developers are going to win this battle because it's just us being petty because we want something that they're not giving us, when in reality we should have expected that from a Call of Duty franchise game. It's unfortunate, but it is the way that things work. So it's a very defeatist attitude, I know. I like, what do you expect Call of Duty to do? Like, what do you expect the Warzone fans to actually get out of this? Like, there's no way that out of the millions of players, 14,500 of them are going to make the decision to bring something back. And it's disappointing and it's sad, but if you don't like the game and you don't like the way it's played, stop playing the game and then they'll bring something back that you like. We see it time and time again that you have to vote with your dollar. And when Call of Duty starts losing money, they're going to start doing things that benefit you guys. But that does it for these topics. Thank you guys so much for watching the video and interacting, whether you're in the live chat or you're going to be in the comment section of the YouTube video. We appreciate it and want to have more discussions with you. Discussions, that being said, would be awesome in our Discord community as well. If you haven't thought about joining that, there's a link in the description for you to join the Discord and interact with your fellow Shill Skills viewers about the topics that we talk about and any other gaming nonsense that you guys want to talk about. So information is down there if you guys like it. Like and subscribe to the channel if you guys are interested in seeing more content like this, becoming a part of the live environment that is Nerd Cave News, and just continuing to get really good content that we continue to come out with as time goes. So I hope you guys enjoyed all of this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.